Tetzaveh deals primarily with the clothes of the Kohen Gadol and the clothes of the regular priest. There's a very fascinating aspect when we look at the clothes of the Kohen Gadol. If we note in source number 1 that the Kohen Gadol had what was called an ephod. They shall make the ephod of gold, turquoise, purple, and scarlet wool, and twisted linen with a woven design. And it shall have 2 shoulder straps attached to its 2 ends, and it shall be attached. And then the Torah goes on, you shall take 2 shoham stones and engrave them upon the names of the sons of Israel. 6 of their names on 1 stone, and the names of 6 remaining ones on the 2nd stone, according to the order of birth. So here, if we take a look at our Kohen Gadol, it's also in source number 1. The Kohen Gadol had on the ephod, on this garment, he had 2 shoulder straps, and on the straps he had shoham stones, and on each stone were written 6 of the tribes. And then the Torah goes on to tell us that he also had a breastplate of judgment of a woven design, like the craftsmanship of the ephod, you shall make it square. It be folded, its length a half cubit, and its width a half cubit. And on this choshe mishpat, on this breastplate of judgment, there were 12 stones. And the Torah lists for us what the different stones are. The stones shall be according to the names of the sons of Israel, 12 according to their names, engraved like a signet ring, each according to its name shall they be for the 12 tribes. So again, if we look at our model of the Kohen Gadol, that very talented person named Chaya in Florida made for us, we have here the stones of the Kohen Gadol, the different colored stones, and on each stone was engraved a different one of the Shvatim. So the first question I'd like to ask is a very basic question of why was it necessary for the Kohen Gadol to have the names of the tribes almost duplicated, 6 on each shoulder, and then 12 separately on the choshe mishpat, on the breastplate of judgment. Why was it not necessary just to have one or the other? Symbolically, we need to understand why it was befitting that the Kohen Gadol should have both. That's question number 1. Question number 2 is, obviously, and there is a difference of opinion, but we'll follow the normative approach among the Mefarshim, what is the connection between the different stones and the tribes that were engraved on those stones? Was it purely, nothing is random, that this tribe had this stone, or can we somehow find a connection between the tribe and the type of stone that they had? And I'd like to look at a sense of examples of this as well, to see the depth of both the choshen, of the breastplate, as well as the ephod and the shoulders, and the dynamics between both. I'd like to look at 2 approaches to our first question of why was it necessary for the Kohen Gadol to have both the names, 6 on each shoulder, as well as 12 individual on the choshe mishpat, on the breastplate. And we know in the choshe mishpat, behind it was like this pouch, which was the Urim V'Tumim, which was the name of God. And when the question would arise having to do with the people, with the Ratzon of Hashem, the will of God, so they would ask the choshe mishpat, and different letters would light up, and that would be the response that the high priest would be able to give to the Sanhedrin, to the high court, or the Navi who's asking the question. The first approach is based on an insight of Rav Pincus in his Shiurim on Sefer Shemot. He notes in source number 4, he says, "B'shnei mekomot hayu shemot shnei masar shvatim charutim ubigdei haKohen Gadol." There were 2 places where the names of the tribes were engraved. One, as we saw, was on the ephod, on the shoulders, and one was on the choshen. And the first, he said, the fact that we have it on the shoulders, the bottom paragraph from 4, is to teach us, Lo ramez lanu, ki afshar gam la'adam laseit et kol Yisrael ktefav, hainu lachzik et kol Yisrael al yidei gdulato b'Torah. A person has the ability to hold up the whole world in Torah Likewise, one could say perhaps in Gemilus Chesed, in certain tremendous acts that a person has the ability to do in their small way. He brings, the great giants like Rashi, the Rambam, the Rif. These are people, these are Gdolei Yisrael, who are able to mamish carry Torah jewelry on their shoulders. And we have that mindset as well, as that there are individuals who do tremendous, tremendous things, and they're able, in this respect, to carry the entire people. And he says, however, but this is not enough. And this is the asterisk in 5. Kasher mizakim et rabim lilamdam Torah v'yirat shamayim. When you're mizakeh, when you have the merit of being able to help the entire community in Torah and Yirat Shamayim, Vaday shenichlalim b'zeh kol hadvarim biyachad, harabim biyachad. Obviously, you're dealing with the entire community. Aval b'inyan ha'ava.